And I'll be back on tonight again. Let's see if I can find it. Avery needed a nap. She was getting really cranky. Really annoying. She's not sleeping yet, but at least she's laying down and she's taking her bottles. So, um, alrighty, here we go. First person here is Anne for general. Okay, got some nice stuff happening. The hard work that you've put into your career is coming back to you, feeling a little bit more grounded and a little bit more stable. It looks like happiness is coming out over your life, and love looks good. If you're in a relationship, soulmate connection looks nice. Not with anyone, could be a Gemini coming in or possibly a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Negativity is moving into the past. Laying down the law, cutting through bullshit, stepping into your own strength is making you feel much more confident and is pushing your life forward. Plus, your anxiety or anything that could cause anxiety is moving into the past. T-Vet love. Okay, you're headed towards the 10 cups being full, and you have choices when it comes to love. Air sign comes in very strong, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. The ability to manifest new opportunities. If you've been feeling like you've given enough chances to whoever's been around and you're just kind of done with them, you can manifest new opportunities. You have a Taurus and a Capricorn coming in. Listen to your intuition. Success comes in around having choices and exploring different opportunities. You have a wish that comes true around love. Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you're calling the shots. Love life moves forward the way you want it to. Not bad. Not bad. Mr. Maurice, general reading. Maybe feeling a little bit more ambitious around work or business. It looks like the hard work that you put into your career is coming back to you. Got money coming in. If you're waiting on money, it should arrive shortly. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. Stepping into your own strength brings in good karma. Could be picking up a new spiritual practice or a spiritual endeavor that either makes you feel more connected to source, God, universe, whatever it is that you believe in. It also looks like you may be spending more time with family and friends in the near future, possibly taking a trip. It could be a road trip, or it may not be like a full-blown vacation, but it could be a little weekend adventure. Being at the right place at the right time, being guided by the divine brings in an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Yeah, or you're another one that's heading towards the 10 cups being full. Shanti, general. No longer holding yourself back. If lately you've been feeling like you've been held back, that's moving into the past. Could have a new romance on the horizon. If you're already with someone, I would say romance is picking up. If you're not with anyone, could be a water sign that comes in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You have a large sum of money headed your way, and you may be starting a new business or a side gig or a side hustle or something like that. Life comes back into balance. Another one, heading towards the 10 cups being full. Excellent. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, bringing in new opportunities. Being guided by the divine brings in a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And you could be taking a trip to water, by water, or around water. Intuition is heightened, so definitely listen to it. John, spirit advice for the weekend. Spirit cards. Look. Eight of Earth. Skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic. Going back to school. These bangs are like in my face. Five of Water. Things not turning out the way you hoped. Not seeing the positive side of a situation. Or possibly crying over spilt milk. But I think that's moving into the past and you're moving towards the skilled work being rewarded. The Chariot. Archangel Metatron. An important achievement. Self-discipline and willpower. Public recognition. So this may be whatever that thing was that didn't work out that we spoke about last night. And you may have a new endeavor on the horizon when it comes to business. New me. Should I let Junior come and see me today? Yes. Yep. Cards indicate, yep, you should. Lady, will I graduate from the medical assistant program? Yep. You're no longer holding yourself back. You're giving it your all. You should graduate. Sister, should I just not have message Cass? I don't think you did anything wrong. I think that what you did was fine. Let's see. No, I don't think you did anything wrong. I actually think things could change around the situation pretty quickly. I think that you're right. Like, it is a control thing, but I still think that you're going to hear back from her at some point pretty soon. Empress. How is Wazam and Melena's relationship currently going? How is Wazam and Melena's relationship going? Not great. Feeling stuck, like nothing is changing or moving forward. There's lack of perseverance around the situation. And somebody, one or both of them, may be feeling like they've been treated unfairly. They feel held back, out of balance, unprepared, and there's a Tower moment here. That situation is not great. Sister, they're threatening to fire my mom, are they? Oh my God. I feel like when people threaten, they usually don't. And usually people get fired when they least expect it, or laid off when they least expect it. It looks like she's definitely been treated unfairly, but I'm only getting a 33% chance that yes, they are going to fire her. It looks like she's been treated pretty unfairly, you know. I don't know that they can get away with treating her like that. Justice in reverse. I don't think that they're going to fire her. I don't think so, because I think that they haven't been treating her nice, and it may not work out well for them if they do, or they may be afraid. I don't think that they're going to. But God, they've been very difficult. Sister, what's going on with Tori? What's going on with Tori? Well, there's a Tower moment here, which is the first thing that comes up around them. So I don't know if that's something that already happened or if it's in the near future. But yeah, not great. She may be feeling like she put in a whole lot of hard work and didn't see much of a payoff. She may spend a lot of time thinking about things, but I don't know that she's got it in her to like pick up and leave. But I think that she may feel as if she's either made a bad decision or she may be undecided about what she wants to do. Situation doesn't look great. This is the one with the girlfriend, right? I picked up and moved. Yeah, I don't. She may be feeling very burdened by that situation. Things not working out the way she expected. JP, well, I passed my Persigen class with C or better. Okay, well, I passed my class with a C or better. Yeah, you will. Yeah, you should get at least a C. Sister, I still don't know what to do about B. This is the one that you didn't answer, right? And you're feeling like you didn't know if you should answer her. I think you can answer her in your own time. It's like if you're not ready, don't, do it when you're ready. It's okay to keep a little space. Yeah, I would say if you can stay in control of this situation, the better. So you answer her when you're ready. If you don't feel like answering her, if she just grates on your nerves, put it off. You don't have to do it right now. Does look like your relationship with her can strengthen over time, but it may be like at your pace, not hers. Does look like things can change for the better quickly, but you may be the one that needs to stay in control of it. You may not be able to give her, like, answer her every time or talk to her too much because it just may be too annoying. My ear's ringing. All right, it stopped. Yeah, like sometimes you just need to keep people at arm's length for your own sanity. I would answer her when you feel compelled to. Empress, will my brother's claim to be paid? Will my brother's claim to be paid after he signs and submits the last piece of document? Okay. Will my brother's claim be paid? I'm only getting a 33% chance. Yes, I don't know what is holding this situation up, but they're really giving him one hell of a hard time. I don't think it's going to get paid immediately, no. I think it's going to take longer. I don't know what the holdup is. JP, what is currently going on with the Taurus? Taurus may be dealing with a little bit of negativity or looking at life as if like the glass is half empty. I don't know why, but they do feel like grounded and stable, but they may be struggling, feeling like they're waiting for their ship to come in and like not much is happening. They also may feel like everything that's going on around them is like bad timing. The timing's bad. Nothing is working out smoothly. They're going to get past all of this. They got money coming in. They got cause for celebration coming in. They have a fire sign coming in that could be of significance. It may be a Leo. They're stepping into their own strength. If it's not a Leo, it could be a Sagittarius or an Aries. They have a wish that comes true, and they're about to turn the corner where they're starting to feel like good karma is coming back to them. So I think they're kind of struggling right now, but that energy should change in the very near future. And then all of a sudden, things should start to fall into place for them. Well, I keep doing that. Nancy, is my friend Claudia and Esteban having a sexual relationship at the workplace? I don't think so, no. No, they may talk about it, they may want to, they may be flirty, but I don't think they're actually having an affair, not yet. Sister, I don't see the question. Oh, there it is. The last week, I'm so fatigued I can't breathe. I wake up in the middle of the night gasping for air. What's going on? You don't have sleep apnea, do you? Sounds like sleep apnea. I mean, if you can go for one of those sleep tests, I would go for a sleep test just to see if you have some kind of a condition, because they can help you with it. Um, it looks like you got a lot of stress. That's what it looks like. I would still go for a test if you can, if you know if it's available or whatever, and you can have it done just to rule that out. But it looks like it's stress. It looks like you may have some negativity. You may be dealing with old wounds and hurts. Timing around everything may be shitty. You may be feeling like you're waiting for your ship to come in. Could be feeling like here you are not getting a lot of rest or relaxation. Maybe feeling like you have no choices and you're kind of stuck, feeling weighed down by the weight of the world. I think it's emotional. But you know what? If you can have one of those tests done, I would have it just to rule it out. I think they watch you sleep for like a night. One of the women that I worked with, her husband had it. And I want to say that my father went for the test too. I can't remember. And another guy that I worked with had it. And once if you do get diagnosed with it, they give you something to help it. But I don't really think that's what you have. Anna, will David the Aries contact me this weekend? I'm not convinced. I'm only getting a 33% chance yes. So you might hear from him soon, but I don't know that it's going to be this weekend. Prussian. Do you see me getting supplemental targeted grant? And so you see me getting an SBA loan increase. Okay, so one of them is, am I getting the supplemental targeted grant? Okay, let's ask that. Yes, I think you are getting that. And the other one is, do you see me getting the SBA loan increase? I think you're getting that too. Good for you. Amen. Ronnie, my evil boss was talking about a staff, and we didn't hear her walk in. Did she hear anything? My evil boss was talking about a staff, and we didn't hear her walk in. Did she hear anything? Okay, did she hear anything? Did she hear anything? No, if she heard something, she didn't know what it was about. No, she didn't get the, nope, she didn't hear anything. That wouldn't make any sense. Virgo, how will today go for Osmar the Cancer and Paola the Virgo? Looks pretty good. It looks like there's good karma around. Nobody's holding themselves back. Their relationship may be moving forward. They could do something that's resting and rest and relaxation. And both people are feeling like they're getting out of the relationship what they put in. There may be a new beginning on the horizon. Now, no longer feeling stuck, but feeling like they're persevering. Things look good between them. Lemore. Lemore. Advice for today. Advice for today. Your perseverance pays off and pushes your life forward quickly. Looks like you may be starting a new journey. Definitely take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You've got the ability to manifest new opportunities. And then you got this. Somebody from your past may be returning. That may not happen today, but it may be on the horizon. Or you may run into someone who you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. Ronnie, I don't want her to think I said anything. She was talking about how she was always late and how lo and behold, oh. No, I don't think if she heard something, she didn't know it was about her, or she didn't know who was being talked about. Yeah, she didn't put it together. Yeah. Anthony, the situation between me and the Cancer now in the upcoming months. Situation between me and the Cancer now in the upcoming months. Watch out that it's not giving you anxiety because there may be lack of communication. It does look like at some point the two of you do get a new beginning where there's mutual respect. It just may take a while. It might not happen right away, and that could cause you a little bit of anxiety, and you may even be feeling hurt by the situation. If you can, try to keep your focus on other things. There is growth and transformation coming in around you when you have an air sign coming in that could be of significance, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. I do think that you're going to hear from the Cancer, and I do think that things are going to move forward in a different way. It just may take time, and I don't want to see you feeling like stuck or frustrated. Sister. My mom's boss tortures her and bullies her. My mom is constantly crying. She's been advised by so far to contact HR, and she's the best worker in her department. It's been 20 years. I would go to HR too. I would go to HR too. I had an issue at work when I was working full time, and the HR woman hated me. Like, for whatever reason, she just hated me. And it was like a company joke. Like, the whole company knew that, and everybody made jokes about it because it was so obvious. And what happened was, you know, I'm like stupid and I'm overly honest about things. So I had to, I took time off in the middle of the day to teach a yoga class that was like an audition type of a class. And I was honest about it because what's the difference? It's my time. I have the time to do whatever I want with it. And I didn't need to take off the whole day. I just needed like a couple of hours in the middle of the day. The office manager approved the time off, but then she went around and she was talking shit about me to everyone. Can you believe that she's leaving work to go teach a yoga class? Can you believe this? Blah, blah, blah. I mean, I could have just called in sick, but I figured, well, what's the big deal, right? And I got really pissed off when I went to Human Resources. And even though it didn't really do anything, like they called her on the carpet. They brought her in. They discussed it with her that you're not allowed to do that. Somebody can use their time for whatever they want. And Human Resources told me, when you take time off, don't tell anybody what you're doing. You don't owe them an explanation. So even though the Human Resources woman hated me, she still had to do the right thing by me. So I would definitely have your mom talk to Human Resources. The thing is that it's so intimidating, it's so frustrating, and Human Resources really does work for the company and not for the employees. But she or he, whoever it is going to have to do the right thing. The right thing by whoever is right in the situation. And you don't go to work to be bullied, harassed, and you tortured. Like, that's not what work is. So I think that they will help her out. You see, people get on like these power trips. Like, they think that they have some kind of power because they're a boss. Who gives a shit? Everybody is replaceable. And I mean, people lose their jobs every day. If you lose that job tomorrow, you're no longer the boss. So what's your bullying? You know, it's like a power trip. But it looks like I would go to human resources. Feels like she'll feel a little bit better, or she'll feel like at least she's been heard. Disappointment moves into the past. They may be prepared to help her, and I think that the human resources and the rest of the company have a good rapport with her, and they know that she's a good worker, and they may really stand behind her. They may not know everything that's going on with the boss. I would go to human resources, no doubt, no doubt. Also, what can I expect from Fabian this week and next week? It looks like communication picks up. It looks like persistence picks up. You may be spending more time together. Communication picks up, and you may at least see each other once or twice between now and the end of next week. A new beginning is on the horizon, and a wish comes true. Just watch out for feeling a little bit let down or disappointed by something, or like it's not moving forward as fast as you want, possibly. That could be it. Feeling like you're looking at things as half empty rather than half full. But I do think that you'll see each other, and I think communication should pick up. L'Amour. Well, I like the new bra on me that I bought online. Yeah, I think you will. I think you will. Yeah, seems like it's a pretty decent fit. Happy. Will I do the presentation next week? Fine. I had a lot to handle and I couldn't give this my time. Need guidance. Okay. I think you'll be fine. Either you have time at the last minute to put in some extra hard work, or it comes off like you put in a lot of hard work. Maybe you just know what you're doing and you're able to pull it off. Because Eight of Pentacles is like hard work. And the Ace is like a new beginning. Yeah, I think you'll be fine. Oh, thank you, sister. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for being so loyal and for always being here and for all the cards that you bought me. Thank you. More or less. Reading for tomorrow. Reading for tomorrow for more or less. Tomorrow looks like a nice day. You've got some good karma coming back. You've got the ability to manifest new opportunities. You have a wish that comes true. Maybe paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, or setting money aside for something. Looks like no longer feeling stuck, but feeling like life is starting to move forward. Feeling successful, and your perseverance pays off. Could have an Aries come in that may be of significance, or someone who's around. It could be someone who's already around you, and also a Taurus. Maria, why is G given the rest of the work to A? Why is G giving the rest of the work to A? Looks like they're looking to keep this person extra busy. Okay, I don't know what that's about. I don't know if they finish things fast or like idle hands or the devil's tool. I don't know what that's about, but it's like they may feel like the workload is unbalanced and they want to give this other person a new journey, to start a new journey to keep them busy. Eight of Cups. Somebody may walk away from this situation, the Eight of Cups. And it could be something that happens out of the blue fast. I wonder if that person quits over it. I can't swear to that, but with the Eight of Cups, somebody is walking away, and it happens quickly. Like when you least expect it, boom, somebody leaves. That's interesting. More or less, is there anything that I don't see coming? Well, you have a wish coming that you may not be aware of. You got growth and transformation coming in. The love cup is full and your intuition is heightened. And this is stuff that could happen pretty quickly. Feeling a little bit better compensated at work, better well respected, and somebody from your past, an old friend, you could run into them or you may hear from them, they may contact you. So yeah, there's some nice stuff happening that you may not be aware of. Sister, I just reported the user. Thank you. Like, oh, he's reporting me for fraud. Meanwhile, like, people are here voluntarily. I'm not swindling anyone. I'm not telling you to be here. Thank you, thank you. It always makes me laugh when people say, like, you know, it's like, what are you going to come in here and, like, you know, like, they make fun of the way I look. Like, okay, so make fun of the way I look. Well, I don't care. I wonder what you look like. Or they say stupid shit. But thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sepia, general. It looks like you got some choices coming in. It looks like you have feeling a little bit better compensated at work, or maybe feeling a little bit more appreciated. And if it's not work, it could be in a personal relationship. I just always look at Six of Pentacles, generally speaking, as a work thing. It doesn't have to be, though. You got some good karma coming back to you. You got the Magician, which is the ability to manifest new opportunities. Empress is also showing up. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children right now. Nine of Wands. You may be feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, and finally I can take a sigh of relief. Finally I can exhale. Like things may start to move forward. Sepia, love. Looks, you know, you got the sun coming out and you have romance coming in, and it may, like, things may change out of the blue. If there hasn't been much of anything going on, all of a sudden things could pick up, maybe with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and you got some passion coming in. Looks like you could have choices too. Air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Cancer, and some good luck coming in around love. Let's put that out into the universe. Sepia, love with me and Mr. Cooper. You've got a wish around this situation and a new beginning on the horizon that leads to feeling successful. Now, I don't see a commitment coming in yet, but that's okay. Things may start to move forward. He may be being a little bit more perseverant, and you might be listening a little more to your intuition. Things could move forward. It may be moving forward a little bit quicker with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And you guys could be doing something along the lines of rest, relaxation, self-care. That could be fun. UAF, work general. Looks like old issues are moving into the past. Like something that upset you is moving into the past. You may be feeling a little bit more stable in the near future, and you got money coming in. Four of Wands, I would say it could be long-term potential around that current job, and the sun is coming out. So I know that at one point you were a little frustrated with them, but that may be changing in the near future. It looks like your situation there could move forward, and you got some good luck coming in. It looks like you may be making friends with somebody who could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. It could be a coworker that you're working with closely, or somebody who's in the vicinity, in the business, or in the company. stepping into your own strength serves you well. Kevin, what can Kevin expect in June? What can Kevin expect in June? Success. First thing that comes up around you is success. So whatever you've been putting time and energy into should pay off in June. You got money coming in, paying off a bill of debt or a loan, or putting money aside for something. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care in the month of June. Just watch out for the Emperor in reverse. That could be somebody who's trying to manipulate you into something. I don't care for Emperor in reverse, although the Emperors in reverse seem to know how to get what they want. So good for them, but I don't like that energy, but that just may be me personally. You got, listen here to your intuition. Your intuition is heightened. Got money coming in for sure. Or feeling a little bit more financially stable. UAF Spirit cards. Six of Water, memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. That's been me lately. I don't know why I've been feeling nostalgia. The Nine of Earth, enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. The High Priestess, Archangel Haniel, listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. I like that one. The High Priestess, listen to your intuition. So many of us don't. But I don't know why, like lately I've been watching a lot of videos on like old cars, like from like cars that were around like when I was a kid. I don't know why. I don't know, it's like, it like brings me back to like my grandfather had like a Chevy Nova. And I don't know, I wasn't driving, I was a little kid. But everybody used to say that the seat was crooked, the driver's seat was crooked. Everyone that drove it was like, Joe, you're sitting in the car like this. And he was like, there's nothing wrong with the seat. My grandfather was a big Chevy guy. So I don't know. And every now and again, if I see one somewhere, I always like think it's him. You know, like sending me a message. Anyhow. So I like that Six of, what was it? Six of Earth card. Elsa. I don't, oh, there it is. Should I give Fabian the cologne, the beer, or both for his birthday? Okay, should I give him the cologne? Should I give him the beer? Should I give him both? I would just give him the beer. I'm glad the cards agree with me because I was going to say that. Just give him the beer. But then I was like thinking, I don't know if that's me feeling like I've gone above and beyond with birthdays and never felt like it got paid back and felt like I was taken advantage of. So I wasn't sure if that was my personal feeling, but no, the cards agree with me. Give him the, just give him the beer, comes up highest. Just giving him the cologne comes up second, and then giving him both comes up last. And I like that. I'm glad that we agree, me and the cards, because I feel like if you're too good, right, or you give too much in the beginning, you become unappreciated. I hate saying that because I feel like that shouldn't be the case, but I feel like it is. I would just give him the beer. I would hold on to the cologne until the next event, and then I would give him the cologne the next event. Or if things start to move forward with him, then you can give him more for the next event, whatever it is, whatever the next holiday is that you guys celebrate. Myogram, what do I need to know to make things move forward with the relationship with Julie? I feel like something is really blocking us, but I don't know if it's my bad. Well, you know, it's like there's not really anything that you can do to like feel like you can't really force things to move forward. They have to happen in their own time. If you get into like manipulating the situation, it's just manipulation and you're gonna have to keep doing it. Like for example, the guy that I had the crush on at the bar, I could go to that bar every day, I could spend my life in that bar, but it was just me putting myself in this situation. It wasn't making his feelings for me change. It wasn't happening. I mean, I could sit there and talk to him every night, but his feelings for me weren't changing. I was just trying to manipulate the situation, even though in the moment I didn't really realize that that's what I was doing. But like for a relationship to move forward organically, it's like it just has to happen in its own time. My suggestion would be there's nothing wrong with starting communication or picking communication up. It's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. Some people are just, like I worked with a woman who was just a talker. Like she would talk to everyone. Like if you were with her in the kitchen at work, she would start talking to you. She was just her personality. Me, I don't talk to anyone. So, unless I'm spoken to first, I usually don't start talking. So that's my personality. So there's nothing wrong with whoever you are in the situation. But if you want to start a relationship with her, like a friendship, I would suggest starting to communicate on some level. Just open up the conversation. Getting in there on ground level is fine, but I think that ultimately the relationship's just got to move forward by organically, and there's not really much that you can do to change that except for starting communication. Now, if I don't know how often you guys speak or if you talk about anything, if you don't talk about other things aside from work, I would bring up one of your interests. I don't care what it is. I like motorcycles. I love dogs. I can't wait to go to the beach. Whatever it is that you enjoy, and see if you can start conversations that way, because the more conversations you have, the better you get to know each other. The more it's going to flow easily without having to like force things. It does look like balance is coming back to your situation. It looks like success is coming in and you have a wish around the situation, and you also have the world at your feet. I don't think that there's anything that you've done wrong. I just think that maybe you're a little bit afraid or you haven't had the opportunity to start conversations. That's what I would do. That's what I would do, because like there's a difference between just being a coworkers with someone, and I know for myself, like I've worked with people for years and never really got to know them until we were working together for years, because I don't talk to anyone. That's just how I am. And that's why like I didn't have a lot of very close friends with people that I worked with for a long time. Like I had to get really comfortable, even with like living in this place. Like I've lived here a really long time. It took me a really long time to get to know people, because I'll be like, hey, hi, but that's it. Like I don't really talk to people because I don't know why. That's just me. But I think you can start more conversations, and I think that'll help. Emmett, Corona has spread in my family. Will I be safe from getting it? Oh man. Oh boy. Will I be safe from getting it? I think you're going to be safe. Yeah, I think you're going to be safe. You got a 70% chance, yes, you'll be safe. It's very bizarre the way some people aren't getting it and some people are getting it. Like my dad had it, but nobody in his world got it but him. And one of my friends, like his parents are older, he got it and he was with them like 2 or 3 days before he was diagnosed, and nobody got it, thank God, because he's concerned with his parents. I don't think you're going to get it. Elsa, how does Fabian feel about not spending time with me on his birthday? He doesn't really seem like his birthday is that big of a deal to him, so he just feels like you could do it another day. Like he doesn't think it's a big deal. As long as you guys celebrate his birthday, and as long as he's acknowledged for it, he's okay with it. He's fine. Guys don't tend to usually make such a big deal about their birthday. Women do. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. But guys usually don't. I don't know. They don't really care. And he doesn't seem to matter. Doesn't seem to matter to him what actual day it is that you guys do something, as long as you do something at some point. Kevin, is my best bet to not tell my ex-mother-in-law is dying? Is my best bet to not tell my ex? Yeah, I wouldn't say anything. Nope. Yeah, I wouldn't say anything. I would keep it to yourself, Hermit. Elsa, will Fabian and I see each other in person this weekend? Yeah, I think you will. Yeah, I think you will. My mom's ex had a Chevy Nova. Isn't, I don't know why it's so funny. And what else? He also had a Caprice. He had two of them. One was white with red interior, and then he was crossing the bridge and somebody rear-ended him. It was like the night before Thanksgiving, and that car was like 9 years old at the time. So he got rid of that, and he got another Caprice, and this one was white with blue interior. Velour. The interior was velour. The Chevy Nova was like a gold color. And yeah, it was like a bronzy gold color. I don't know why it's so funny, but now Pontiac Phoenix looks like the Chevy Nova, like back in the day. And I remember seeing one near the grocery store by a studio that I worked at, and I was like, always thought oh, like that's Grandpa sending me a message, because it's the same car, just Pontiac made that one. But anyway, so I've been watching all these old car videos. The commercials are hilarious. I don't feel like they have commercials like that anymore. Anyway, maybe they do, and I just don't notice them. Where am I? Kevin, what is this manipulation that the person tries to manipulate me into? And I know who you're talking about because the card popped up yesterday and you talked about manipulation. Okay, I don't remember what I said yesterday, but let's see. Okay, what's going on here with the manipulation? I think it's a female. Could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or somebody who's very, got a lot of water energy in them. It looks like somebody's trying to either manipulate you into not starting a journey, or the Fool is starting a journey, but I think they may want to stop you from that journey. The Sun is in reverse, so it doesn't make a difference what they do. You're going to get your way. It just may take some time. They may knock you off of course, but they're not going to stop it. They could delay it, but they can't stop it. Got a new business opportunity coming in here, and things are changing for the better for you quickly around the soulmate connection. That female may be trying to stop this connection. And it may cause you anxiety, but at the end of the day, you get what you want. So whatever it is that they're trying to do, they're not successful. The best they can do is delay it, but they can't stop it. Elsa, do the cards say to not give Fabian the gift at all? No, the cards were fine with the beer. The beer came up fine. Yeah, and I think that that's fine too, because it's like it's beer. It's a gift. You're acknowledging him, but it's not something that's super expensive or above and beyond. I definitely have made the mistake of giving way too much too soon and not getting anything in return. Not that you're looking for that. I don't mean like money things. Like I mean like respect. Like, don't take me for granted. Don't think that I'm always going to buy you shit or bring you stuff or pay for things. like the way that I looked at this one situation I was in, I felt like I had more money at the time than he had. And I felt like inevitably it was going to balance itself out. So what's the difference if I put more effort into the beginning, right? Like why should he suffer, right? But at the end of the day, I didn't get out of it. I felt like I disrespected myself. Like he didn't appreciate it, and it just didn't matter. So like why keep giving somebody stuff that doesn't appreciate it? And I think it's the same thing with all relationships. If you start giving too much immediately, the relationship goes out of balance and you get taken for granted. The beer, I think, is fine. I mean, it's his birthday. I think that you can acknowledge him for his birthday. I think that's fine. I just think when it's too much. And I think cologne is a really nice gift. And between that and the beer, it would be too much. Emma, insight. Was something wrong with him or was it my fault? Okay, let's see. I don't think that you did anything wrong. I don't think you did anything wrong. I think there's a couple of things that could have happened here. I think there was a miscommunication. I think that somebody was presenting themselves to be something that they really weren't. I don't think that their intentions were pure. And I think that they may be a little bit, they could be a little deceitful. I don't think that you did anything wrong. So I would definitely not blame yourself. It's like this person looks like they're a little bit deceitful, and they also may be a little bit controlling. I don't think you did anything wrong. I think that it was them. Yeah, I would let it go. Don't drive yourself nuts over it. Chai did. Demanchos always has his eye on me. Is that a sign? What do you mean he's got his eye on you? I don't know what that means. But no, see, I don't really believe in signs because everything can be a sign if you want it to be. Oh, I looked at the clock. Oh, it's 3:58. You know, like his birthday was March 5th. You know, like anything could be a sign. In reality, with the way the person is treating you, like that's what you have to go by. You have to go with the energy of the situation. So and I don't know what you mean, like if he's looking at you or if, I don't know. I don't know if you're seeing him in person and he's looking at you. No, I don't believe in signs like that. I believe in going by the energy of the situation, by what the person is saying, and if their actions match their words. So if somebody says to you, I'm going to call you tomorrow, and they don't call you tomorrow, right? And this is like a pattern with them. Then the energy of the situation is I say one thing and do another, right? So, and that's going to be how they are probably with everything in their life. I say one thing and I do another. Or I tell you in the moment what you want to hear just to get you off my back. So I can't say that because somebody is looking at you, it's a sign of anything. No, I don't believe that. Let's see what the cards say. No, I don't know what you mean by how he's looking at you, but no, I don't believe that that's a sign. He knows how you feel about him. He's looking for distance. Whatever it is that he's doing that makes you think that he's looking at you or looking for you, I can't say that he's coming forward. So, yeah, I can't say that that's a sign. Like, I have a hard time with all these signs because people are always like, I saw a sign, I had a dream, I had this, I had that, but nothing is happening. So what does it mean? You know, what does it mean to see the person's name somewhere if you haven't heard from them in 6 months? Oh, I heard his name, Joe. Okay, but you haven't heard from Joe in 6 months. So does it mean anything? I can't get into that. I have to go into the energy of the situation. And the energy of the situation and what the cards are saying is that this person needs a little bit of space. And I can't go into the sign thing. Chai did. Will Demantia ever come back now or in the future? Well, I would never say that he could never come back, but it doesn't look like he's looking to come back right now. The Hermit is here, which can mean that communication is down. He may also be a little bit deceitful with the Devil, and it doesn't look like he's looking for communication to pick up. So I think that you may need to kind of let this go for a while and keep your options open towards something else. Oh, Emma, was this in relation to your question? A week ago, an older guy, Danny, and I were talking music in a store. Me being nice said that we should grab coffee. He said, okay. The next day he called me, weird, and then gave me the number. Next day he said he was involved. Um, I think that, yeah, I don't, there's something weird about him. I don't think it has anything to do with you. I think, um, I think he was always involved. That's what I think the deceit may have been. I think he accepted because he didn't think that it was like a date, but then I think he realized, and then that's why he said. I think he wasn't previously involved. I don't think he was who you thought he was, or he didn't realize, and in the moment, like he would have gone and then realized that he couldn't. Yeah, there was something there that was deceitful, but I don't think that he's lying to you about being involved. JP, what actions does the Taurus want to take towards me? You could get communication. There may be communication that comes in. I don't know how often you speak to this person, but that's really the only action I'm seeing right now is communication could come in. You might need to reach out to them first to get the communication happening if you don't normally speak to them frequently, because it doesn't look like anything around them is changing quickly. They also may be suffering with a little bit of anxiety these days, and they do have some sharp energy around them. If you haven't heard from this person in quite some time, you might need to reach out first to get the ball rolling, and then after that, then more communication could come in. Loso, Murphy invited me to his home, but it seems like he doesn't want me there anymore. Am I overthinking and just headed back home? Am I overthinking? You are overthinking a little bit, but he is giving you a weird vibe because the Lover's card is in reverse. Thing is that why do you invite somebody over to your house if you don't want them there? Like, I don't understand that. I wouldn't invite someone over if I didn't want them here. I would just kind of let it go for today and let's see what happens, because he may have been in a funky mood. Something may have set him off. It might not have anything to do with you, but he is giving you a weird vibe. Um, but I don't think it was because he didn't want you there, because he would. Well, why would you invite somebody over if you didn't want them there? What I would do is like you did. You left. I would take some time and space. I wouldn't reach out to this person, and let's see what happens. Let's see him reach out to you, and he will. He will. Try to cut the energy a little bit. Moon, is the insurance provider I'm looking into a good fit for me? Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's a good fit. Yeah, absolutely. Loso, will this be a casual thing with Murphy, or does he want to get serious eventually? Okay, is this going to be casual? It starts off casual. It has potential to grow and transform into something more serious. As of right now, he's kind of slow and steady wins the race, so I don't think he's got the intentions of something serious happening. But I do think that there's potential. If you like kind of explore the opportunity, it could lead to something. Chai did. Will Demancha want to try to work things out or no? Not now. No, Lovers is in reverse. No, he's looking for some space. He's not looking to work things out. I mean, I can't tell you that you're never going to speak to this person again, but it doesn't look like they're eager to get back into a relationship. I don't know how long it's been since the two of you broke up, but it looks like he needs space right now. UAF, general regarding my internal conflict lately. Why am I feeling this way, and what can I do on my end to overcome it? Okay, you got a lot of new opportunities on the horizon. So you've got a new journey with the Fool, right? You got happiness coming out. You have things changing for the better quickly, and you have nice things happening around your soulmate connection. With all this nice stuff, it's intense, and you got some anxiety coming in. Plus, you have feeling a little bit more respected at work, at business, feeling a little bit more well compensated, more respected, but it's a lot to live up to, and it's a whole lot of crap happening here, but it's all positive. The thing is that even good things can bring anxiety. It's like when you're in a good relationship, you're in a good relationship, but you want to keep it good. When you're working a job and you're successful, you want to stay successful. So it's not smooth sailing all the time. Cause for celebration comes in also around having the ability to manifest new opportunities. I think you have a lot of things that are happening that are all positive. Internal conflicts, what I would do is I would just start journaling. I would spend pages writing on what you're conflicted about, how you feel each way, and why. I feel conflicted because, I don't know, I want to buy a new car, but I don't want to spend the money, you know? And then I would write down the reasons underneath both and weigh all the options to try to figure out what exactly it is that's bothering you, because it looks like things are going really well, but sometimes that happens. It's like things are going really well, and now it's like all the balls are up in the air, and I'm waiting for which shoe is going to drop. You know what I mean? So that could be causing anxiety. I would journal it all out. You know, I'm excited for my new job, but I'm afraid of this. Like I used to say, teaching yoga, I was so afraid that people wouldn't like me that I would get so nervous, like my stomach would be in knots. It's fucking yoga, right? Like, what is this, the end of the world? But I would I could throw up. I would get so nervous. But then when people would tell me how much they liked it, that made me upset too, because I'm like, damn, now they're going to expect something from me, and maybe I can't live up to their potential. So it's like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. I think that's just part of being human. I would journal it all out. That's what I would do to get to the bottom of it. And I think as you start to write it and you start to get it out, you're going to discover that it's starting to dissipate because it's coming out of you and going into the paper. You could always burn it when you're done under the full moon. It doesn't have to be under the full moon, but that's when I usually like to do things. Elsa, love with Fabian for the next 3 months. Got a wish around the situation. Communication should be picking up. Perseverance picks up, and the relationship could strengthen over the next 3 months. I don't see a commitment. I don't see like a committed relationship yet, but it does look like you're spending time together. Things are moving forward. The relationship is strengthening, and there's some good karma coming in around you. I would explore the opportunity. Let's see where it takes you. Mickey, does Sam from work find me attractive? Yeah, she does. Very much so. Emma, that weird guy ever text me? All right, well, the weird guy ever try to text me or approach me again? I think he could. Yeah, and you know what? It may be when you least expect it, out of the blue, you may get a text from him. Yeah, he may be equally weird about communication. Yeah, and out of the clear blue sky, you may hear from him at some point. I don't think that I don't think he's anybody to be worried about. Like, I don't think he's harmful. I just think he's a little strange. Chad did. Demantra stalks my friend's social media to see what I'm doing, yet he ignores me and shows negativity towards me. I'm confused on what he wants or what he needs. I would confront him. First of all, I don't get into the social media thing because social media is all bullshit. You don't really know why he's looking at things. You don't know who's looking at things. You don't know how often someone's looking at things. And I hate to say it, people look because they want to see catastrophe. Like it's gossip. It's like it's like watching. It's like reading the Inquirer. Like people are looking for crisis. So I would not get into the social media thing. If he is ignoring you and showing you negativity, that's the energy I have to go with. Like that's what he's showing you. People that, like, if he's interested in you and he wants to be with you, he's not going to treat you negatively and make you go away. I cannot respond to the social media nonsense because people put a shit show up there for other people to comment about. That's what it's for. That's what people use it for, and other people look at it for that reason. And I don't know how you can tell how often he's looking at somebody's social media anyway. So I can't get into that. But if he's ignoring you and he's showing you negativity, that's what you have to go with. Because that's the energy of the situation. It's negative. It's somebody that doesn't want the relationship right now. Doesn't mean that can't change in the future. But just because he's looking at somebody else's social media doesn't mean that he wants to be back with you if he's telling you that he doesn't. You got to go with what he's saying, and the best thing to do would just be to accept it, respect his wishes, and cut ties from him so that when you start to move forward with your life, the energy changes. Right now, your energy is all over him, and he knows exactly how you feel. He can feel you. He doesn't, like, you don't need to tell him. He knows how you feel because your energy is very tight around the situation. And you don't have to, people can sense that. Like, you can sense it. Just the way you can sense he's being negative to you. But if you have an issue with him, I would not listen to any of your friends. I would not listen to anyone. I would go right to him. And I would go right to him and say, what is going on here? And I wouldn't listen to me. I wouldn't listen to your friends. I wouldn't listen to any bogus social media bullshit because that's exactly what it is. And hear it from him. But if he tells you something you don't want to hear, you have to accept what he says. And the cards are indicating that he's looking for space. He's not looking to get back into this situation, which is fine. Maybe he needs a couple of months. Maybe he needs to explore other opportunities. Maybe he needs to work on himself. Maybe he comes back at another point. I mean, it's happened before. I've seen it happen before. But you got to give him what he needs right now. You can't force him into something. And I can't tell you that he's looking at your friend's social media, so that means he wants to be back with you. The cards are not indicating he wants to get back with you. But if you need to get some kind of closure or have some kind of conversation for yourself, I would go to him directly. I wouldn't go through any middlemen. I would go right to him directly. Yeah, see, this is what the cards are showing. Around this situation is sharp energy and a tower moment. Either the tower moment already happened or the tower moment is going to come. And then it looks like he's not prepared. You feel like you have a long road ahead of you. The situation doesn't have great luck around it. And somebody's lost their ambition. They don't want to put any effort into this relationship. The relationship has gone way out of balance with the Six of Pentacles is in reverse, and somebody has chosen to walk away. So in a situation like this, if you still have questions for him and you still want to know what he's doing or what's going on, I would go right to him. I would not take any advice from any third party as far as he said this, he did that. I would go right to him and cut out any of that bullshit. I don't trust anyone. And as far as social media is concerned, people are putting stuff up because they want other people's reactions, right? And other people are reacting to what they're seeing. And sometimes it's not in the nicest, sometimes people are looking at a shit show, and that's what it is. So that's why I'm saying I wouldn't go by anything that goes on social media. I actually would stay off of it. But I don't think anything good can come from social media. Nothing. Nothing except sharing like pictures of your children with your family that lives distant. Or business. I think it's good for business. But personally, I think that it's destroying lives and it's destroying relationships. And it's also making people a little crazy. Elsa, the truth by Fabian always calls me late. Why does he always call me late? Like late in the day? Like at night? Um, it doesn't look like for any bad reason. It does look like he could be very busy during the day with business or work. It looks like he's very perseverant. Um, it also looks like he's very strong. He's got a lot of strength around him. He may be putting a lot of effort, and he may not have any other time, or he may not have a decent amount of time. It doesn't look like there's anything really bad, like why he calls you late. Like I don't think he's like living with somebody and waiting for her to go to sleep. Like I don't think that's it. I don't see a third party here. Looks like it could be business related. This relationship should move forward. If it doesn't, or if you're feeling like not much is happening, you could always pull your energy back a little bit. But I think that giving it a little bit more time, I would give it a little more time. Emma, will Chris unblock me? Will Chris unblock me? Yeah, he will. He will. I did. What I meant by that was that he stares at me all the time in person when I'm with someone else, or he watches me and it's kind of awkward. Then I would confront him about it. I would confront him about it. I think that you're paying very close attention to everything he does, and I don't think that he's giving you any reason to think this relationship is moving forward. And I think that you really want to believe that the relationship is moving forward. I don't know what happened between the two of you, if you were together at one point and you guys broke up, or if you were never together and you were just friends. I don't know what the situation was prior, but what the cards are indicating now is that he doesn't want things to move forward. And why he's looking at you, I mean, I can't answer why he's looking at you. Like, people look at each other. He may take notice of you when you walk past him, or if you're in the same location. But there is a lot of stress around this situation. There's like, the situation is weak. The situation is not a lot of perseverance. And it keeps showing that he's walked away. I don't know if he's got his guard up or what, but if like I said, if you think that there is something that's gone unsaid, if you think that there is more to come, if you want to get to the bottom of something, I would go right to him and nobody else. I would walk right over to him when he's giving you these weird looks, and I would confront him on it. And whoever he's standing there with, I would just say, excuse me for a minute, but I need to talk to him about something, and I would get to the bottom of it. Because you need to do what you need to do for yourself so that you can put this to rest and move forward with your life. Or you get to the bottom of the relationship, see what he says to you so that your relationship with him can move forward. But all of this analyzing, thinking, over analyzing, it's not healthy, and all of that stuff goes out into the universe. So what comes back is more weird looks, more crazy stuff going on Facebook. You know what I mean? Like, we can make ourselves nuts over things very easy. Like, you know, like thinking things are happening that aren't happening, thinking that people, like, I had somebody text me the other day that they thought they were being followed by someone. I mean, maybe they were being followed by someone. I happen to think that that person was being followed. The cards were kind of saying, yeah, you're being followed. But like, once you get that in your head, then now you always think you're being followed. And you're always kind of, you know, and I told you the truth. You know, I'm like, I think you are being followed. I think we need to figure that out. What's going on there? Who's following you? But you can get that in your head and it can make you crazy. So rather than driving yourself nuts, I would just go over to him and ask him, get to the bottom of it. And I would call him right out. Like, you don't talk to me. You're negative towards me. Why are you staring at me? What's the problem? What's going on? And see what he says. If you shake him up a little bit, maybe you'll get a little bit more out of him. Because, yeah, it doesn't look like things are moving forward. So I don't know if he's just being an asshole. I don't know if he's just watching you because he thinks that you're going to do something, or he thinks that you're going to approach him, or he's trying to, like, get the vibe. I don't know. I would call him out on it. Emma, could Paul possibly become single in the future? Anything is possible, but no, I don't see him becoming single in the future. No, not any time in the near future. No. Liz, did I get the did I get the job at the bank? Did I get the job at the bank? I think you're gonna get it. I think you're going to get it. It shows two aces and the Six of Pentacles. Like they had a lot of respect for you, being well compensated and well appreciated. Kevin, the other reader I use doesn't answer my questions correctly. When I ask him a question, you answer my questions correctly. What is he trying to do? Huh. That's strange. All right, I don't know what kind of style he has, like not knowing him, but this is what the cards indicate. There may be some things that he just doesn't know the answer to, or he's not confident in answering. There may be certain topics that he doesn't like to discuss, which I get that because there are certain topics I don't like to discuss either, which is why I'll always say, well, I can't really predict it, or I'm not really sure, or make sure you go to the doctor, you know, that kind of stuff. It also looks like everyone's got a different everyone's got a different style when it comes to everything, and I've always been the kind of person, like, I get things done, like I don't draw it out, or make things more elaborate than they have to be, like get to the point and get on with it. I think that a lot of times people are a little bit more elaborate, and it becomes a little bit more of a story and less of like a yes and no answer, like yes, it's going to move forward, yes, this is happening, no, that's not happening. And there's always room for error, especially when timing is concerned. And like when you look at time, if you were to say to somebody, um, it's going to happen in April, but it doesn't happen until July. When you live from April to July, that's a really long time. That's a really long time to wait for something to happen. But when you get on the other side of July, right, and now you're at December and you look back, it's like, I had to wait a couple of months. It was no big deal. But while you're living it, it's a really long time. So sometimes timing can be hard. It looks like with him, there are some things he's just not, he feels like either put on the spot, feels awkward, feels like he's uncomfortable discussing. It also looks like he has a roundabout way of not always going straight to the point. That may be his style. He may leave room up to open to interpretation. He also may feel a little bit unconfident in some of the predictions because they may feel a little bit crazy to him or out of the ordinary, or maybe even a little bit hard to believe. So that could be something too. It does look like he is trying to strengthen his relationship with you, and he has a lot of respect for you, and that he appreciates you as a client. But I don't get the impression that he's trying to like manipulate you into spending more money, or he's trying to shyster you or anything like that. I just think that he may have a little bit of fuzzy boundaries, and he also may not be always confident in what he's saying. Or he may feel like, I can't believe I'm saying this because it seems like it's a really long shot. But, I mean, it seems like his intentions are pretty decent. Lara, Luca and Ladina's connection. It could be moving forward. Doesn't look like either one is holding themselves back. Somebody may be getting over a hurt or an old wound, which may slow the relationship up, but it still looks like things are moving forward. If they're past people, or if one person is coming back from the past, that could happen with the Six of Cups. Or they may be having nostalgia from the past or reconnecting from the past. Communication picks up for the two of them, and their relationship moves forward. Looks okay. Looks pretty good right now. Yeah, it's true, Chad did. Fuck them. But I know how it feels. I've been there too. Everyone's been there. It's a really shitty feeling, but you know what? It's the truth. When you look back on someone that treated you like that, once you've healed it and you move forward with your life, you're like, you know what? I don't want that anyway. So fuck you. It just sucks when you got to go through that. Nabrisha, what will happen to Diavane Aisha? What will happen to Diavane? Okay, I have no idea what's going on in this person's life. Let's see. Okay, it looks like this person's got choices and decisions to make. They may have a substantial amount of anxiety around those decisions. They've got a soulmate connection around them, that there's something that will be revealed around that situation that's going to need to be dealt with before their relationship can move forward. So I don't know if they're involved with somebody and it's a sketchy situation. Something gets something gets revealed around the situation that needs to be dealt with. Full in reverse could be something that gets revealed. You know, people know about it. So that may be adding to this person's anxiety. They do have money coming in, but they may feel as if nothing is changing for the better for them. They've put in a whole lot of hard work, didn't see much of a payoff, and they feel burdened by the weight of the world. Ultimately, I think they're going to move forward with their life. I think that they're going to take time for themselves, rest, relaxation, self-care, and they may move forward. I don't know where they are right now, but this could be moving homes, changing homes, relocating. And it could happen fast. Knight of Pentacles and the Chariot. It's like a quick mover. I don't know what this person has been through that's so tumultuous, but they may not be holding themselves back. Like they may make a decision, hey, my lease is up June 1st, so I'm going to move to California, whatever. They may be moving on with their life. Of what happened. So maybe this is what happened in the past. If this person recently disappeared, they were feeling weighed down by the weight of the world. They needed to move forward with their life, so they just took off. They could have upgraded their living arrangements. Like, this isn't working for me, I'm out of here. And they just disappeared. Very strange. I mean, it's strange, but it's not strange. I've known a lot of people to do that when they've gone through like a really bad breakup or a divorce. Just like pick up and leave. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's worked for some. I know someone who never came back, found somebody else in the new state and got married and was very happy after that. But they had to get out of where they were. Like they had to get out of that whole area. People in the community, friends, relatives, they just had to. And that's what happened. Picked up and left. Yeah, so I think that's what happened. Anyhow. New chapter. What does the future hold for me in love? Let me do new chapter first. Let me just do new chapter. You've got to listen to your intuition when it comes to love. Your intuition is pretty well tuned in, but sometimes I think you ignore it. You have happiness when it comes to love, but sometimes you may make poor choices or you give people too much of a chance. When you start setting better boundaries, things change for the better for you quickly. And then anxiety moves into the past. Being guided by the divine can bring in a successful romantic relationship with somebody new. You could have a Pisces enter that's brand new. You may be making a decision to walk away from something that's not working for you. A wish comes true when your life moves forward. If that Pisces isn't, if you're not crazy for the Pisces, you've got a Capricorn coming in, and you have an Aquarius. So that question here about the Bernstein Bears, Mandela effect. I don't know if I ever spoke about this on my channel anywhere, but I was 5. My neighbor Cheryl that lived next door to me, I think she was 12 when I was 5. She used to like read me books and play with me. She was really nice to me. And I remember her, I was calling them the Bernstein Bears, right? And she said, no, look, it's the Bernstein Bears. Right? But it's not burn, it's Baron. I know, and I've always said that. I'm like, everybody focuses on the stain, but nobody focuses on the Mandela part that it's not burn, it's Baron. So I totally get it. Fucking Mandela effect is wild. It's wild. And if you've ever experienced it, it could be mind blowing. And I worked in a grocery store for like 7 million years. So all the national products I knew really well. So when things changed, I was like, what? Like Gordon's fish sticks? I was doing price changes. And I was looking at the tag and I was like, oh my God, they spelt the name wrong. Like, how dumb is that? They spelt the name wrong. And then when I went to hang the tag, I was like, oh, damn. That's how it really is spelt. I would have bet money it was Gordon's, that it was the Gordon's fisherman. Everybody always knew him in the yellow coat. Oh, it's wild. Anyway. Kevin, Wendy is the manipulation that you're talking about in June. As she's trying to keep me from being with my ex. Does she think that I'm going to go with her? Is this like a somebody who wants to be with you, like a potential love interest? Let's see. She does think you're going to go with her. Yeah. Yeah, she thinks that she can get what she wants out of you. That's interesting. It's not going to happen for her. But she believes it will. Elsa, is Fabian planning a romantic date for us to have quality time? Yeah, weren't you supposed to see him this weekend? Because I thought that you guys were going to see each other this weekend coming up and it was going to be a date. If that's not happening, then maybe it's going to happen next week. Because it looks like things move forward soon. Yeah, that's what his intentions are anyway. To Kenya, why did CJ hang up the phone fast when I walked in? Okay, I don't know who this person is to you, but I don't think that they wanted you to know they were on the phone and they didn't want anyone to hear what you were saying. But I don't know, I don't know if it's you personally or anyone. They didn't want anyone to hear what they were saying, so they hung up. I don't know that it was specifically for you. It's like there's a betrayal around them, or yeah, whatever it was they were talking about. I don't think they wanted anyone to hear. They hung up the phone quickly because they felt like they're holding themselves back. They may also be feeling very stressed out about something. And I think that they may tell you at some point what it's about. There's communication coming in between you and them. I just don't think they wanted anyone to know what they were talking about. I think they're going through a rough time. Or a rough situation. It may not be a rough time. It could be a rough situation. They feel stuck. They feel like nothing is moving forward for them quickly. They may not be getting a lot of rest and relaxation. And they may be overthinking things. They were talking to someone and they didn't want anyone to hear what they were saying. I don't think it was specifically you. Unless you're the only person there. I don't think they want anyone to know. But I have a funny feeling they're going to tell you what's going on. Maybe when they're not so horrified by whatever it is. I think it has to do with betrayal. Somebody may have betrayed them. Maybe they betrayed somebody else. Whatever it is, I think they're going to tell you about it once they digest it. Elsa, is Fabian completely honest with me? I would say for the most part. I don't think anyone's 100% honest all the time. But I think for the most part, he's being honest. TD, general from now until the end of the month. Feeling successful around romance comes in. Looks like setting up some boundaries. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care serves you well. And then all of a sudden, life starts to move forward by the end of the month. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan. Money comes in with the 10 of Pentacles and a wish comes in. You may be focused on business or a business opportunity. It could be a side thing or something that you're doing that's all your own. You may be thinking about going back to school for something. Could be for business, could be for pleasure, but it seems to bring balance back into your life. Elsa, what are the good and the bad things that Fabian sees in me? I think he thinks that you're kind, caring, sincere, grounded, successful, kind-hearted, and unique. As far as bad things, I think he may think that the relationship is a little bit out of balance, or you may be putting in, you might be expecting too much that he's willing to give at this point, because it comes up that he feels a little bit unbalanced, and he feels a little bit like he's got a little sharpness around the situation. Like he may not be ready for what you're ready for. And he also could be feeling a little bit burdened by the situation. I would pull your energy back a little bit. You might need to just pull it back a little bit, because he may be feeling a little bit overwhelmed, like you're expecting too much from him, or you want things to move forward too fast and he's just not there yet. Also, what are the things that I should be careful with about Fabian, like bad habits that will be a problem, like that he has that are a problem? Well, I mean, you guys aren't in the relationship yet, so I can't, we can't really, I can't tear him apart when you're not in a relationship, because he may be different once you guys get into the relationship. Looks like things move slowly around him. He may not be diving in head first, and that may be just something that you have to deal with. That just may be who he is, or the way he likes to move, and you may feel a little bit stuck. But sometimes, he may be feeling stuck now because he's not ready to take the relationship to the next level. Doesn't mean he's always going to be like that, but sometimes it's a personality. It's like that's just how he is with everything. Like I have a friend of mine who is slow with everything. Like if you eat lunch with him, like you'll eat lunch and like a half hour later he's still cutting his meat into 10 pieces. Like, and we always make fun of him because we're like, can you get, like, I would have like devoured the whole pizza and he's like still like cutting it with the pizza cutter. Like that's just how he is. So this could be how he is, or it could change once you get into the relationship, but we're not there yet. I can't really give you like what to change about a relationship that it hasn't happened yet. So how can we change it? It looks like he's a pretty decent person and his intentions are pretty good. I don't think he's looking to um, I don't think he's like looking to mislead you, or, tell you something that he's not going to live up to. But I do think he needs a little bit of space or a little bit of time to get into the situation, for the situation to move forward. And I'm not seeing a commitment coming here. So that may drive you crazy. But I can't give you bad habits that he has when we're not there yet, because he may watch football every night as a single guy. He may not have the same interest once he's in a relationship. So I can't like really rip him apart right now. What I would say is I think that you may need to pull your energy back a little bit, because I think you're much more vested into this situation than he is. I don't know that the two of you are in the exact same place, and that can throw this relationship off balance. And we don't want that to happen, because things seem to be going pretty well. But if you put in too much effort, or your energy is too intense, it could repel him a little bit. So I would pull your energy back a little bit so we get this ball rolling. MJ, what's this guy I have in mind? His energy towards me. We see each other every day, everywhere, even around my house. I find him very attractive. Okay, what's the energy? Energy's good. Energy is the sun. It's in reverse, so it could take time for things to move forward, but the sun is happiness. And even when it's in reverse, the sun is still positive. So this is good. It looks like things might not be changing quickly, so it may take time for things to unfold, but the energy around the situation is positive, no doubt about that. Elsa, Fabian never set anything up with me this weekend. I'll not accept the date last minute. Okay, I need to know with time. He seems to not. Okay, so that could be something that's frustrating. Like that may be, like one of those people. Like I'll call you Tuesday and then they don't call. So now this is my suggestion, because this is, if I could go back to certain situations that I was in like that, This is what I would have done. So if he tells you, right, and you may already be doing this, but this is a mistake that I've made in the past. If he tells you, okay, we're going to go out on Tuesday, and then you don't hear from him, don't keep Tuesday open. Somebody else asks you to do something, I don't care if it's go to work, babysit, walk someone's dog, I don't give a shit what it is. Take the opportunity, because it will your energy will be with the dog that you're walking and not sitting around waiting for him. You might already do that. I don't know. But if you don't do that, if you're like, well, I potentially have plans with somebody next week, so I'm going to wait and see what happens, I wouldn't do that. And that's a mistake that I've made in the past. I would say, nope, sure, I could walk your dog. I'll take him to the park. Just to get yourself doing something else, because then he'll take notice. Like energetically wise, you'll be kind of gone. And that will be a good thing. That could change the way that he behaves. Zara, you could close them. Thank you. Karina, general. You got a wish. Put it out into the universe. Growth and transformation is coming around you, and so is persistence. Whatever you've been working on, don't give up, because you're about to be very successful. You may have a Sagittarius coming in. That could be new energy. You also may be walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. You could be earning more respect at work. You also may be getting better paid. Cause for celebration comes in around a wish that comes true sometime early summer. Rest, relaxation, and self-care serves you well. Ida, general. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, that would push your life forward quickly. Maybe thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. The weight of the world is slipping off your shoulders, and you could find yourself in a committed relationship if you're not in one. If you are in one, great, relationship looks good. Not with anyone, fire sign comes in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Feels a little bit more grounded and stable of a relationship. Negativity moves into the past. Money comes in. Adriana, love reading for June. Love reading for June. That passion coming in with a creative type in June. If you're not with anyone right now, it could be a Cancer. You're not holding yourself back and you got the world at your feet. Looks like you may be making a decision to no longer stand for any bullshit of any type. Good for you. Listen to your intuition. You're heading towards the 10 Cups being full this summer. Might not happen before the end of June, but you have money coming in. Got a Sagittarius coming in and a Cancer coming in. That could be love options. Creative type seems to come in. Things can move forward quickly. Things could fall into place for you quickly, and life can move forward quickly. Maria, why aren't R complaining about A's hours? Okay. Doesn't want to hear it. Okay, so Hermit is in reverse. When somebody doesn't say something and the Hermit's in reverse, it's like they don't want to hear what the other person's going to say. So it's like, I'm not going to tell my best friend if I slept with my ex-boyfriend, because she would be like, well, what the fuck did you do that for? You know, he's an asshole. Like, that's Hermit in reverse. So he's not saying, R isn't complaining about A's hours because they don't want to hear, I told you so, or this is your fault, or they don't want to hear it. So that's why they're keeping it to themselves. However, it's not going to last long, because things change around the situation quickly and the sun comes out, which means something is changing for the better around that situation. I don't know what it is, but something's going to change. All right. While I wait for the moderators, let me do some of these people I haven't gotten to. Maggie, love for the rest of May. You could have a water sign coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Cause for celebration comes in around a wish comes true with a water sign. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care serves you well. The Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Pink doll, will my family be able to get the money for me to study in this private school? It's going to be a struggle, but I think they're going to pull it off. Five hobby, what's coming towards me in love for May and June? Could have new energy coming in. If you're not with anyone right now and you're feeling like you're waiting for your ship to come in, divine timing can bring in a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It might be a Leo. Starting a new journey that's a soulmate connection. I wouldn't rule Gemini out either. It looks like it happens out of the clear blue sky, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain and you're prepared for it. Karen, what will happen between me and AB in the future? I want a relationship with him. Okay. All right. I don't know if the two of you are on the same page right now. It does look like you have potential to start a new journey, but I don't see commitment coming in right now. The Lovers and Justice are both in reverse, which can indicate that you may be feeling like you've been overlooked or treated unfairly and you're not getting the commitment that you want just yet. But with the Fool card, there is the ability to start a new journey on the horizon. You might need to have patience and things may move forward slow and steady. I would try to express how you feel to this person. I don't know where you guys are. You know, like if he's just like an acquaintance that you know from school, like I wouldn't walk up to him and say I want a relationship with you. I would try to make a acquaintance first. If you guys are friends, you might need to have a conversation about what your intentions are, because I don't think that he's getting it. I don't think you and him are in the same place right now. But with the Fool, things could move forward. A new journey starts together. So you may just kind of have to, kick things into gear. Sanj, next 24 hours love reading. Over the next 24 hours, you may be feeling a little bit of anxiety. You could even have an argument with someone because you may be feeling disrespected or like you're not getting out of what you put in. You might feel like the love is run out over the next 24 hours. Sonia, I want to know what SA, my niece, really thinks of me in general. Seems to think that you're very grounded, stable, very intelligent, kind, caring, passionate, sincere, and that you're very grounded and stable, like grounded, deep roots. So our general reading until the end of June. Perseverance pays off. It could have something to do with money, paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, or putting money aside for something. Got money coming in with the Nine of Pentacles. Looks like you may be feeling like I'm waiting here for my ship to come in, but divine guidance is going to bring in a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Could have an argument with somebody in your vicinity or in your world, and it may be something that happens out of the blue. You got a Leo coming in that could be of significance, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You can breathe a sigh of relief. Maybe working on a creative project that you get a lot out of, and you're no longer holding yourself back. You may be moving forward with your life between now and the end of June. Empress, will I score 520 or above if I take my exam in June or July? In June. July. I would do it in June. I would take it in June. I like it better with the Sun in Gemini. I don't know. If you could do it with the Sun in Gemini, I think that that's better. Muskin, what does N feel for me? I'm a Scorpio. He's texting me a lot. What are his real intentions? I don't know his sign, but his birthday's in February. Beginning of February, he would be an Aquarius. End of February, he would be a Pisces. He's got a wish around the situation. He may be looking for things to move forward. Slow and steady wins the race. He thinks about it. He may be texting you because he's trying to see where things could go. He's trying to figure it out. He's not sure. He feels prepared and he wants to explore the connection, but he's not 100% sure yet that things are going to move forward. Magician, general for this weekend. You may be feeling grounded and stable. You also may feel like you could breathe a sigh of relief. You made it to the top of the mountain. Looks like you may be feeling a little bit more respected by people in your world or at work, or both. The hard work that you've put into something is going to pay off. That may be a school thing. I'm feeling like you have choices this weekend. You could have a couple of different like social choices. Cause for celebration comes in before the end of the weekend. You got money coming in. Feeling a little bit more financially stable and feeling like lucky. There's an earth sign around this weekend that could be of significance. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Mel, will he feel like this is his karma or that this is divinely guided? Okay, will he feel like this is his karma? Yeah, he feels like he did this to himself. Like this, like he has nobody to blame but himself. It also feels like he's going to move forward quickly, but he's got a lot of anxiety. So he may be telling himself, you know, you got this karma because of whatever it is that he did. But that you're going to get, he may be saying to himself, okay, I'm going to get past it. I'm going to move forward. But he's got a lot of anxiety around it. He does think that divine timing is going to help him out. It's going to take him out of this and bring him to a different place. That's what he's thinking, right? But he's not really feeling it because he's feeling very anxious about whatever has gone on. This karma thing. Yeah, I think he knows that whatever he did it to himself and that he kind of deserves it. Yeah, and this may kind of knock him over a little bit. Like he may feel like, it's like mentally he's telling himself he's going to be all right, but he doesn't know like in his soul if he really is going to be okay. He'll get past it though. Things will start to move forward for him at some point because he's got ambition here, and he's got a wish, but he feels like whatever's gone on is really knocking him over. Yeah. Oh well, that's what he gets. Okay, that's it for me for right now. I'll be back on tonight, probably about 10 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock. I think she's still sleeping. I skipped Ida? Uh-oh. Let me go see. I'm looking for Ida. Oh, general? Okay. Ida, you got a wish here. Put it out into the universe. Stepping into your own passion and ambition is going to bring choices in around you. It's also going to bring in cause for celebration. Got money coming in with the Ten of Pentacles. You got good karma coming back to you. Life seems to be moving forward. You've got the world at your feet. Happiness comes out. You may be picking up a spiritual practice that serves you well. You're no longer holding yourself back. You're taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You're putting yourself first. And that's getting reflected back to you. Life seems to move forward. You have a Cancer that comes in that may be of significance. It's not too shabby. All right, that's it for me for right now. I will be back on tonight, probably about 10. We'll see. maybe 10 o'clock. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you all very much, and I'll see you guys tonight. Bye-bye.